Yo, what's going on, guys? This is going to be an overview video of Cardano, the price, what we can expect, some volume on the CNFT market, and some recent mints and kind of what they're doing and maybe what we can expect from them as well. But we're going to start off with this tweet and talking about Cardano content creators CNFT live event. This is freaking huge. I am super excited to be a part of this. It's going to be hosted over on Block is Hot's YouTube channel as well as Cardano Thor's Twitch channel, but it's going to be 10 of us content creators getting all together talking about CNFTs, and we're going to have huge giveaways. The biggest giveaway that we have is a Ghost Chain NFT. This one right here is the exact one that we will be giving away, and dude, it's worth up to 700 ADA around that price right now. That is freaking insane. It's going to be amazing. I don't think anything like this has ever happened before, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it. All right, so looking at Cardano, it's at 110 right now. It did peak around 119, 118 in that range, so it's coming down, but not that much. Now, if we go to a 1 year, I just want to make note that we did see something like this on January. It was about 114, 113, January 10th, and then January 17th, it hit 160. I can never get it on the dot, but 160 is where it peaked. And then ever since, it fell all the way down, and we ended up bottoming around 74 before it finally retracted back up. Now, we could be seeing something like that. You know, we are seeing a large increase in volume, but it could come back down. And I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying take profits. I'm not saying buy NFTs. I'm just trying to paint the picture of what could happen and what we should be aware of so that nothing surprises us. Alright, so going over to CNFT analytics, we can see that the ADA volume being spent on CNFTs has gone all the way down to their all-time lows. This is basically where it was at when Cardano first started trading CNFTs. I do think that it's going to eventually go back up. Like, I thought that this was going to bounce right here all the way back to maybe this level and then see another drop back down, but it's just kind of flatlining. So this is definitely a question mark in my mind. I do think that it has to do with the price of ADA going up and people accumulating more than spending on CNFTs. So maybe with the price actually dipping down a little bit, we will see this start to go back up, but we really don't know. So what should you do during this bear market time where it's both a bear market for crypto and a bear market for CNFTs? I mean, everybody already knows what I'm going to say. I'm going to say you should either do nothing, just hold your money, wait out until you see clear signs that we're back in an uptrend. However, yes, if you do choose that method, you will never buy at the bottom. However, trying to pinpoint the top or bottom does get a lot of people hurt. But you can be accumulating some blue chips towards these lows, hoping for a bottom. And if you're wrong, hopefully you also didn't go all out, and you can continue to buy more and more and more as it goes low. Like Warren Buffett says, buy when there's blood in the streets. So what would I be buying? Well, stay away from anything brand new. Buy the blue chips. What are the blue chips that are undervalued at this moment? I would say Pavia is definitely one of them. It's the blue chip metaverse project for Cardano, and at 300, that's a pretty good price. It did peak at 900. It did also peak at 900 when it was 10K less assets, so we do have to keep that in mind, but I do think that 300 is still very fair. The other project that I might be looking at is Boss Planets. These real estates were about 550, now they're down to 289, and any news on Boss Planets could send these back up. We don't really know, this is a bit more speculative, but it's almost considered a blue chip at this point. I don't know if I'm willing to say it quite yet, but you're either on this side of the spectrum where you're like, dude, Boss Planet's the best, I don't know what you're talking about. Or you're over here and you're like, Boss Planet's sketchy as shit, you should just stay away forever. I'm in the middle, I don't want to say either way, just because I don't know. So what I would be doing is I would also be looking at Clay Nation. Clay Nation at 1300 is fair. It's not the best price ever. It could definitely fall, but you know, we're right here. And this is about middle ground for clays. It's not the best, it's not the worst for a buying opportunity. I did buy one here at about 1300, so where I bought is exactly where it's at now, and I'm just gonna hold. If it does for whatever reason fall down to these lows of 900, I'll just buy another one. And it's not going to give me that tight chest feeling like, crap, did I just lose my money? Did I just lose my money? I'm not going to be worried like that because Claymates are going to be here long term, or at least that's my belief. Now, I know I literally just said don't buy anything brand new. However, during a bull market, you're probably not going to see many speculative projects that have a lot of potential coming up to a 33 ADA mint price. Retroheads doesn't have their analytics tool developed yet, But in a bull market, I think the hype alone on saying that you're going to create something that's on Ethereum and doing very well, and you're going to have it on Cardano, I do think that these would probably be at least 60 to 70 ADA after they're mint. There is a 10K collection of these though, so it is hard to say. But 33 ADA I think is a fair price for you to dabble. I wouldn't go all out. I wouldn't go all out on anything. I would just be dabbling. Next one, Chilled Kongs is very fair. We did see it around 500 though, I believe. Let me go double check, make sure I'm not bullshitting anybody. Yeah, 500 was yesterday. So it's 50 ADA off of the bottom. That's also a good one to be looking at. Another one would be these Cornucopias Javelins. These were supposed to be going for 90 ADA a piece, and because they were distributed for free, shout outs to their team for doing that. That was awesome. They are now at a very fair 52 ADA floor. This is something I would definitely be considering. All right, so I'm not going to keep shouting out blue chip after blue chip. They get pretty stale. Everybody knows the deal. Buy the blue chips, of course. But Benjamin's group is crazy. I bought my first one at 104. I watched it go all the way to 400. I was kicking myself for not buying more. And now it's back to 105. So I'm probably going to buy another one. And the reason why I want to get more of what I already own is because I don't really want to dabble in a bunch of projects, even though I am. I don't want to, because when those projects go up in value, I can't sell them. I own one or two of a lot of projects, and I want to get out of that habit, and I want to start accumulating a lot of certain projects. That way, when they do go up, I can take some profits and buy a few of some other projects. And then when those go up, I can take profits there as well. If we only have one of each, it's going to be really hard to try to pick the top and pick a time to sell. So with that in mind, I will probably be debating picking up some more equine as well. I only own 2 horses at the moment, but I would love to get a 3rd horse. 314 is very fair in my opinion. Rats Dow, I do own 4 of them. 139 though is a very fair price, and I did buy 3 of my rats, minted them for 150, and it's pretty painful. So I don't want to average down, but if I only had one, maybe I would. 2 other projects that I'm looking at are Black Owls and OG Bears. I do think I'm leaning towards bears though, just because I already own about 8 bears. And like I said, if you accumulate a bunch of one project, it makes it easier to take profits as it goes up. Bears did announce their homes recently, and I think they look gorgeous. I'm hoping that there's another announcement on top of this to really push it over the edge and maybe get a bull market going for these bears. So I'm not sure, but that's what I'm leaning towards. Space Ape Club is another really good project. Shout outs to the Lovelace team. I did buy my first one about 2 months ago. It was above floor price because it was a better ape, and I think I paid $200 to $250 for it, which was a bit out of my price range, but I really did want to get a good one. And then they fell all the way to 45 or 33 ADA, something like really low, and it shocked me. So about 5 days ago, I bought another one for 45, and now the floor is 66, and I'm pretty happy I did that. I am still debating getting another one though, because I don't only want to own 2. Like I said, I would rather get in the 3 range to 4 range for every project that I do plan on holding and flipping. So that's pretty much every project that I'm debating looking at the moment to buy, but I did want to shout out cypherkicks. I didn't realize that their floor actually went all the way back up to 92. These were down to like 60 something the other day. Let me actually click on it. Let's go to the 7-day chart. And they were at 68 7 days ago. So yeah, they're having a pretty strong push. And this is because the snapshot for the hype beast is going to be taken on the 28th. And all you need to do is hold the cypherkicks and you'll be airdropped the hype beasts. The hype beasts are a PFP collection, and Peppers is adding a bunch of utility to these. They're also going to be metaverse ready, and they're going to be released Ethereum style. So when you get them airdropped, you're not going to know what they look like yet. You're going to have to wait for the release, and then they'll slowly be revealed. I think this is pretty hyped, and this is why the hype beast / cypherkicks collection is starting to go up. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end it here. If any of this content helped you, please give me a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends, because we're here to make more money so we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.